Breaking here at 6, we're learning more about the two men killed last night in Waltham, both while doing their jobs. This is Officer Paul Tracey, a 28-year veteran with the Waltham Police Department. He leaves behind a wife who is also a police officer and 2 children. And this is 36-year-old Roderick Jackson. He's from Cambridge. He was working with his National Grid crew when he was struck and killed by a car last night. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I'm Priscilla Casper.
And I'm Glenn Jones. We wanted to show you first those faces, the people missed by so many tonight. This all happened last night along Totten Pond Road in Waltham. It all began when a truck tried to make a U-turn, hit a car, then kept driving. The driver next crashes his car into a police detail and National Grid crew, killing Officer Tracey and Roderick Jackson and injuring 2 other workers. Police say Peter Simon of New Hampshire was the man behind the wheel. He appeared in court today and is now facing a slew of charges. We have complete coverage of this story, including more about the suspect's criminal history and reaction from the victims' families. NBC 10's Abby Nisgoda is live in Waltham with what she learned today at court. Abby, let's begin with you.
Well, it was standing room only inside this courthouse behind me today. Police officers and utility workers from all over coming to listen to new details about the crash and try to make sense of this senseless tragedy.
Failure to stop for police.
15 charges in total.
2 counts of manslaughter.
And 0 emotion from the man accused of the rampage in Waltham that killed a utility worker and a Waltham police officer.
That community was shocked.
Friends and family of Officer Paul Tracey and National Grid worker Roderick Jackson filling the courtroom to hear prosecutors outline exactly what happened.
The defendant was operating an older Ford F-150.
Prosecutors say Simon tried to make a U-turn in a stolen pickup truck when he crashed into another car and kept going, allegedly driving right into a utility company working on a gas line and the police detail who was there to protect them.
This defendant veered his vehicle into that direction, striking both Officer Tracey and Mr. Jackson.
Prosecutors say from there, Simon took off running and pulled a knife on a responding officer before stealing his cruiser.
What do you want? He's taking my cruiser.
After leading police on a high-speed chase, Simon ultimately crashed the cruiser, which led to his arrest. The judge ordering him held without bail, pending a dangerousness hearing next week.
We're here today in solidarity.
The Waltham police chief speaking briefly as both officers and utility workers left the courthouse, united in their grief.
We work hand in hand with those guys daily. We're there to protect them. We're on detail. Unfortunately, what happened yesterday, nobody saw it coming.
And just to give you an idea exactly how much of an impact this is having on the community here in Waltham, all day long we watch people dropping off food for the court officers here. Many of them knew the officer who was killed. With that, the suspect will be due back in court here a week from today. We're live in Waltham tonight. I'm Abby Nisgoda, NBC 10 Boston.
Abby, thank you. We want to take a closer look at the 2 men who were killed last night. Our NBC 10's Jericho Tran spoke with members of both families today. Jericho, how are they being remembered?
Well, Roderick Jackson's family remembered him by visiting the spot where he was hit along Totten Pond Road. But here at the Waltham Police Station, Officer Tracey is being remembered with this memorial here. And you can see all of these flowers. Community members have dropped them off throughout the day. And while families and community members have different ways of mourning both men, they can all agree that there is only one way to describe this loss.
Tragic.
Flowers lay on a flashing police cruiser outside Waltham Police Station, where purple and black bunting fabric hangs in memory of 58-year-old Paul Tracey.
His compassion, it will be missed.
The officer served the department for 28 years.
His life ended too soon, and he worked hard to get where he was in those 28 years.
Leaving a lasting memory with community members.
He had ambition, great ambition.
And this person took it all away from him.
Who came to pay their respects.
And without Officer Tracey and his wife, I would have never got through high school.
Last night, first responders gathered in front of the medical examiner's office, saluting their comrade following a procession from a Burlington hospital.
He was a tremendous husband, father.
Tracey leaves behind a wife who works as a resource officer at Waltham High School and 2 children.
I had 2 good friends that passed away last night.
The pain extended throughout the city, back to the spot where National Grid worker Roderick Jackson was killed along Totten Pond Road.
I don't have my son. He took our treasure chest.
Today, his mother, Norma Espria,
Unforgettable. Unforgivable.
visited the place where her son spent his final moments.
You could never replace it.
Embracing the neighbor who witnessed the tragic scene as grieving family members remembered Jackson's life.
The most selfless man ever. The most selfless man. He was more than just my brother. He was my father.
The 36-year-old was the oldest of 4.
He was a legend. He was the heart of this family. That was the entire family. All right?
A lot of pain here tonight. You're taking another live look at the memorial outside of the Waltham police station. Once again, community members have been adding flowers to this all day. Some of them saying that they knew the officer, others saying they didn't know him, but they took time out of their day to place flowers here in order to remember him. In Waltham, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.
Okay, Jericho, thank you. The NBC 10 investigators are digging into the suspect's background, which reveals a long criminal history, convictions across the country. Investigator Ryan Kath joins us in studio with what he's learned today. Ryan.
And Glenn, we found a pattern of wild car chases, violence against police, and a history of substance abuse and severe mental illness. Tonight, you'll hear from a man who prosecuted one of his cases in New Hampshire, but told us why he was committed to a psychiatric unit instead. Peter Simon is no stranger to the courtroom. Yesterday's crash in Waltham, just his latest and most tragic brush with the law.
But I still recall it because it was very unusual and a bit bizarre in the circumstances.
Peter Heed was the top prosecutor in Cheshire County in 2009 when Simon led police on a wild chase through a busy shopping center in Keene.
When the police went out to stop the vehicle, it didn't stop. In trying to get out of the parking lot, actually drove over a huge mound grassy median and went flying into the air like you'd see in the movies, and he collided head-on with a local transit bus.
Simon ran from the burning truck seen here in local newspaper coverage and was eventually arrested and arraigned in his hospital gown. But instead of being criminally convicted, Simon was committed to a secure psychiatric unit and later transferred to New Hampshire State Hospital for treatment.
It was very clear from all of the evidence that he, at that point anyway, was suffering from a mental illness and he was dangerous.
Court records show Simon was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. What should we know about that type of disorder?
Usually it's linked to people having substantial childhood trauma.
Dr. Michelle DeBlasi, who has no connection to the case, is the chief of inpatient psychiatry at Tufts Medical Center. She told us the disorder is treated with intense therapy and often accompanied by other struggles like depression and substance abuse.
And the goal is to try to work with the person to sort of put together their identities, kind of bring them all back into one.
When Simon was released from the state hospital in 2015, records show the criminal history continued. In 2016, police arrested him after he drunkenly crashed into a fence in Franklin, and a police report the NBC 10 investigators obtained says he also tried to strangle a man with a power cord and threatened to kill a woman with a hammer. That conviction resulted in more prison time. Then in 2019, this police report in Orford shows he was charged with speeding and driving with a suspended license.
Once I realized the connection, it does come back to me fairly vividly.
The former DA knows there will be questions about the circumstances about why Simon was released from the state's secure mental health facility.
He's unfortunately still out there where he's a danger to society.
It saddens me so much to see that this man has now caused such a tragedy in Waltham.
Records we uncovered even show convictions dating back to the 1990s in Kansas, Arizona, and Montana. At the time of his release from the state hospital in 2015, the doctor who evaluated him wrote that he appeared more psychiatrically stable than perhaps at any time in his life. Ryan Kath, NBC 10 Investigators.
Stay with NBC 10 Boston on air and online as this case moves through court. And more importantly, as we learn more about the victims, we will, of course, keep you updated.